In this video, I will show you how we can upgrade the running container with the new PowerAI Docker image, and we can also roll back the upgrade if we want to revert back to the previous environment. So I already have a Helm chart which has been deployed uh, and this is for the PowerAI which I have previously deployed. The current version of this chart is 2.0.1. Now what I want to do here is I want to upgrade this Helm release with a new version. For example, I want to deploy the new Docker, new PowerAI version, and want to deploy it into my cluster. I don't need to manually go and stop all the containers in the cluster. What I can do is I can upgrade the Helm release and specify the new Docker image available for PowerAI, and it should go and automatically upgrade the running containers. So to do that, I have the source for my Helm chart. I'm not going to make any configuration changes in this Helm chart, but for this demonstration, I will just change the version from 2.0.1 to 2.0.2. So basically now I will load this chart into my ICP catalog and use that upgrade to apply the new Docker image or the upgraded Docker image onto my running containers. So before I can load this, I have to validate this Helm chart and I will package it. So a new tgz file is created, which I will load into my ICP registry. So as you can see, this Helm chart is getting loaded into my ICP registry. It takes a while to sync this repository, Helm repository. What I can do is I can manually try to synchronize this repository so that any Helm updates are reflected into my catalog. It looks like it is still getting synchronized, so we'll wait for a minute before we can apply this. We should see this tick mark for IBM Cloud Pack in this IBM PowerAI demo, which would indicate that the Helm chart has been synchronized. As you can see that this blue mark can be seen now, which indicates this Helm chart has been synchronized after we had loaded the updated one. And the version of this Helm chart should be 2.0.2, which we had upgraded. So now in your catalog, you have IBM PowerAI demo chart, which is version 2.0.2, while the chart what we have deployed, or the Helm release what we have deployed, is 2.0.1. And since there is a difference in the current version and the available version, you should see that being highlighted when you list the PowerAI Helm chart what you have deployed. So here the current version is 2.0.1 and the available version in the catalog is 2.0.2, and it indicates that you can upgrade this version. So I'm going to apply the upgrade to this release with the new version. Also, as part of this upgrade, I'm going to change my Docker image from 1.5.3 to 1.5.4. So I have this 1.5.4 image in my ICP registry, which I'm going to use in this upgrade. I will also specify a port which will be exposed by this container, and I'm going to use this exposed port to start my Jupyter notebook. So within this container, if you want to have a Jupyter notebook server running, we can expose the port of that notebook server from this container so that the user can access that Jupyter notebook from the browser. I'm specifying any random available port number and keep all the other configurations same. Now when I apply the upgrade, the container what is already running should get replaced by the new container. That is the new container will be based on the new image which I have specified. So now we can see that the ICP is trying to set up another pod with the required configuration while the previous pod continues to run. This is a canary update what is happening. At the end of it, you will still have one container running with the upgrade configuration what we have specified. Now we can see that the container has been upgraded, and we can verify that by going into the pod and looking at the container, and we can see that this running container is now working with 1.5.4 image which we had used for upgrade. So you can see that we have applied the upgrade to the running container without having to stop the container in the ICP cluster. This becomes easier, these upgrades become easier when we have large number of containers to upgrade, and ICP can take care of those upgrades by just upgrading the Helm releases. Now that you have upgraded this, let us see how the container looks like. So I have one container running, and I will exec into this container to see what change it has done to my PowerAI environment. I had verified previously the TensorFlow version what I was using, and that was 1.10. With the upgrade of PowerAI, from 1.5.3, we will see what is the TensorFlow version available as part of this. We can see that this TensorFlow version is 1.12, which is available with PowerAI image 1.5, 1.5.4. So now that we have upgraded the hem chart and the PowerAI container, in case you want to roll it back, we can do that using the rollback feature in ICP. So now my current version is 2.0.2, but I would want to roll it back to 2.0.1, which was my previous environment. As the rollback is in progress, we can see how an extra pod has been created to apply this rollback. Now we can see that the rollback has been completed and we have just one container running. And this container has been rolled back to 1.5.3. So this is how we can do the upgrade and rollback of PowerAI containers using IBM Cloud Private.